Hi, this is Politics Girl, and this is my new series, The Argument Against Democrats. Argument number 8. Democrats are pro-abortion. I know this is a big one, and for some of you, this is the one issue you vote on. And to you, I will say, I know you mean well. Being against the murder of babies is, of course, the only way to be. But please understand that those of us who see ourselves as pro-choice are also against the murder of babies. No one, and I mean no one, is pro-abortion. What we are is pro-choice. We want better education for human sexuality so that less unwanted pregnancies occur. We want universal access to safe, affordable birth control so less unwanted pregnancies occur. We want universal access to affordable health care so that more pregnancies are safe and healthy for both the baby and the mother, and we want the woman to have the ability to choose what is best for her, her family, her life, and her body should an unplanned pregnancy arise. The ultimate goal would be to get as close to zero abortions as possible. A country where everyone would have the ability to plan their family and control their reproduction so that all children in America were wanted and cared for. But even in that world, abortions would still be necessary for unviable fetuses, for high-risk pregnancies where the life of the mother was in danger, for rape and incest, and the very, very sad, very, very rare case of a child who could not conceivably or independently live outside the womb. At the end of the day, we're all pro-life. The Democratic position is simply to prioritize the life and wishes of the living mother as a sentient being who deserves full control over her own body. No one is forcing anyone to have an abortion, but if you need one, the Democratic position is that you should have safe, affordable access to one. Again, we are pro-choice, not pro-abortion. And if you can hear all that, but still feel like, no, I'm pro-life. Every single life is sacred, no matter what it takes from the woman who has to bear it. Then I hope you're also adopting unwanted children and wearing a mask to protect your fellow citizens from contracting COVID-19. I trust you're against the inhumane treatment of the immigrants and asylum seekers at the border and are sending checks and picketing the loss of their children and the terrible conditions. I hope you're marching with the Black Lives Matter protesters to speak out against the unjust deaths of our black citizens at the hands of the police, and are mourning the murders of citizens like George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, whose lives were both taken in unspeakable horror. I trust you send money to Meals on Wheels and Food Bank to protect our most vulnerable citizens. If you are so deeply pro-life, I trust you are speaking out for common sense gun laws and getting weapons out of the hands of children, the mentally ill, the suicidal, and the violent. I imagine you must be adamantly against assault weapons whose sole purpose is to kill as many people as possible as fast as possible, and I can only imagine you're also pro-welfare programs that help the poor survive, push strongly for everyone to have access to affordable health care in America, and are actively working against climate change to save our environment and the places we live. Because if you don't, and if you aren't, then you aren't pro-life. You are anti-choice, anti-woman, and anti-progress. And you can stop hiding behind your goodness because you aren't a warrior for babies. You are a pawn of a party and a religion who have used you and your passion for protecting innocence as a weapon against those who are actually looking to save lives. Don't forget to vote.